Hi.
I want to read the scripture it was about what Pete had said about the Book of Mormon.
All right, read your scripture.
And the 6. All right, it's in Ezekiel 37:15 through 17. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions, and join them one another into one stick, and they shall come one in thine hand. And I was wondering how they thought about that, talking about the Book of Mormon. So the stick of Judah represents the Bible.
Well, you've asked a tough one for the last 3 minutes.
Well, obviously, I don't believe that the passage is in any way, shape, or form relevant to the Book of Mormon. I realize that Mormon leaders have applied it, that in Isaiah chapter 29, where, for example, LeGrand Richards said that the Book of Mormon speaks of an ove, a familiar spirit, which I don't know if the gentleman from BYU would wish to defend that, but I know Farms has I think it was Farms that addressed this issue a couple of years ago in regards to Babylonian writing tablets, gentlemen. Was that Farms? I know it.
I think they did a reprint of some of this.
Oh, okay, all right. And I think someone wrote a rebuttal article to it as well later on.
Eptas or sticks.
Exactly. I personally don't feel that it really has anything at all to do with it, and I certainly don't think that anyone, if they had never heard the Book of Mormon, by just reading the text and researching the background of the text, would come to the conclusion that it actually did refer to another testament, being the Book of Mormon, in any way, shape, or form.
I would agree with that. I think it's very much like the situation of Hosea, where it says, "Out of Egypt have I called my son." I think nobody reading that without Christ in mind would ever think of Christ simply reading that passage.
So that's why the inspired apostles gave that to us.
Matthew applies the scriptures in much the same way Mormon apostles apply the scriptures. The similarities are overwhelming.
Even though I don't think Matthew would have said that the Book of Mormon speaks of an ove, do you?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him lately.
Well, with absent Shirley MacLaine, I doubt you're going to, but the point being, of course...
No, the issue is the Book of Mormon speaks from the dust, which means dead people speaking again, and I think that's the point. The Book of Mormon is a book written by people who are now long gone, and they speak again through the book. The ove part, I think, is marginal to the interpretation. I think LeGrand Richards got it wrong, and that's right.
Okay.
Anything else, Ryan?
No, not really.
Thank you. I appreciate your joining us tonight. So let's see if we can squeak in a quick question from Stephen.
Good evening, Martin. How are you doing?
Good. We have about a minute left.
All right. It's just a comment. This has been an astonishing performance on the part of Reverend White. He has ranged in most of what he has said from the incoherent to the uninformed about Mormonism.
Very kind.
It's simply true. He has continually shifted ground in what he has been saying about in the arguments. Sometime I hope that he will actually address some questions were raised. Too, though, I noticed as I was racing through my scriptures, because he says that sola scriptura is clearly in the scriptures, I simply cannot find it in my Greek Testament, and I cannot find it anywhere in my English version either.
Well, of course, I did not say the Latin phrase is to be found in your Greek New Testament, of course. I did say that the concept of sola scriptura is found in Matthew chapter 15, verses 1 through 9, and numerous other passages. I'd be glad to send to you debates that we've done with Roman Catholic scholars such as Jerry Matitix or Patrick Madrid on the subject of sola scriptura. If you'd like to contact us, and of course you may think that they're incoherent and without meaning, but I'd like to allow other... No, of course it doesn't. I never said that it did. The concept does, sir. That was my statement very plainly. And if you're listening to me that closely, or not that closely, maybe that explains why you felt I was incoherent.
No. I think that derived from what you were saying yourself.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. And gentlemen, thank you all for being here. Reverend White, thank you for being here. Professors Hamblin and Peterson, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time here tonight. We'll do it again.
Good.
I'm Martin Tanner. This is Religion on the Line.